Welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, December 12th, 2024. I'm Hayden Stoll, here with author Christopher Michael Blake and our very special guests for the news, Chris Avellino, Ronald Black of Black Av Films. Thanks for sticking around for the news. Christopher, what do we have on tap for the news this week?
So we have an abbreviated news segment today. We're only covering two stories tonight. The first is dun, 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 the drone conspiracy here in New Jersey. Hayden, have you gone outside and been abducted by drones lately?
No, but I was drone watching before we went on the air tonight.
Now, did they beam like a light onto you or
No,
beam you up?
Unfortunately, no.
Did Christopher Walken come and talk to you?
Christopher Walken dancing with the aliens in communion.
I tried watching that. I couldn't get through it. I was like, oh.
I think they gave him a little bit too much carte blanche on the.
That's possible.
So listen, I'm going to dance with the aliens a little bit. We're going to, have a real sensual dance. Oh boy. No, I didn't see any aliens, but there were drones all over the place.
So again, this is the conspiracy. So for those of you who are not in the know or paying attention to what's going on here in the Bermuda Triangle of New Jersey, there have been at least 50 drones spotted from all the way up North Jersey, all the way down to Ocean County, just flying around in the middle of the night and just kind of hanging out. The state government and the feds seem to know nothing about this. Several legislators have had their own theories about it, including one saying there's a mothership from Iran off the coast.
Yep. Hard to see that.
Say it could be aliens. I do have one piece of inside information that I can share with you that has not been leaked to the media about this.
Oh, exclusive.
Yes, if you could do the exclusive, but under waterboarding, I'd give up any people. I'm telling you, I'm the biggest snitch. I'm here to tell. I'm here for telling. And the breaking news I have is they say that the military is not currently involved in watching these things or tracking these things down. That is fake. I can tell you that now that I wasn't not I, but people I know have been in communication with pilots who are trying to track these things, even though they're disappearing from sight and everything else. Because that seems to be the common denominator, if I'm wrong, that some of these drones they got them 1 second and the next they're in the wind. So what do you guys heard about these drones?
I just saw like a few things on the news about them flying around. I haven't seen any.
I
don't know about Chris.
I'm on a couple of Facebook groups that are pretty crazy, and they're definitely posting a lot of pictures. It's a lot of blurry lights in the sky. I don't know where the conspiracy lies with this. I'm sure some certain alphabet agencies are watching and aware of what's going on and just maybe not revealing all the information to us just yet because they're scared we'll freak out, but I'm sure we'll figure something out at some point, or it's just the next piece to keep you blinded by something else. Distractions.
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
So I can fill you in a little bit of the conspiracy. This is from the New York Post, by the way. All our news stories that we cover here on Real Geek Media, we do not make them up. We do not exaggerate them. Yeah, we tell some jokes, but they're all from official news headlines. This one's from the New York Post, dated yesterday. Mystery New Jersey drones, lack of answers, spark fury among residents as authorities just shrug their shoulders and scratch their heads. In the article, authorities such as Governor Phil Murphy to the FBI continue to insist that there's no danger from the drones, but also claim they have no idea what the drones are. Here's the conspiracy part. Officials admit the drones exhibit particularly sophisticated capabilities, like becoming undetectable once a police drone or helicopter gives chase. Further, these drones tend to hover in one place for hours, far longer than the battery life of known civilian unmanned aircraft. Now, look, if you can't believe the New York Post, who can you believe?
I love how they know like the battery life.
Well, this is the thing.
Because I saw that article and I was like, oh, how would you know that? Like, you timing it? Like, I
Well,
don't.
I could tell you that anytime there's a drone that's purchased, you're supposed to retain a FAA license for that drone, so that if it comes down or gets involved in a crash or some kind of terroristic plot, they can trace it back to whoever bought it. So the fact that there's 50 of these things floating around in the sky all at once, is it coordinated? Is it, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe they're using other drones to replace the batteries in the drones that are up there. You never know.
It could be on Skidwalker Ranch. I've seen 50 drones on there. I know I've seen them on there.
It's definitely interesting. Like I said, when I was out there, like the pictures I sent you, Christopher, they don't do it justice. But when you're looking up at it and you see like the specific light pattern there, and there, all together, grouped together, it's odd. It's odd. They just, I don't know. Like it just doesn't look right when you look up. You may think, oh, that's just a constellation when you look up, but it's not, because it's different colored lights. And it's just weird. What it is, I don't know.
I think what makes this so scary is that right now these drones are being used in Ukraine, in the Middle East, in Russia for terrorist acts. And you talk about a threat to civilian population with almost no warning. You could be miles away directing something like this from going on and hatching a terrorist plot.
Yeah. Skynet.
Yeah.
We talked about Terminator last month?
Yeah.
I saw a video where a drone pilot was in, I think it was Ireland, I believe. The pilot took the drone with a trash can hanging underneath of it, and he hung it over top of a red light camera for citizens. I was like, that is ingenious. Really using it for what it should be used for.
My wife seems to think that these things should be shot down. What do you guys think?
We wouldn't be America if somebody didn't pop off a shot at a drone. I'm all for seeing a story about somebody pulling out their arsenal and just taking down a drone. That's what this country was formed on.
Yeah,
if the British
remember this is New Jersey.
Yeah, I would not be doing that.
Didn't somebody take a shot at one somewhere, and I think the police confiscated his gun and arrested him?
Well, they need to.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're popping off rounds and
That
city
bullet's
limits.
got to come down somewhere.
It's like Three Amigos. We all fired up. You shot the invisible swordsman.
Yeah. I think we should shoot fireworks at it. I think that's the answer.
There you
Shoot
go.
a bunch of fireworks at it.
Blind them. Yeah, with the fireworks. That's not a bad idea.
You
And
know,
we light up the sky. We get a better view of them. It's the answer.
The problem is one of those things comes down and it crashes into a house or a car and it kills a whole bunch of people. Who's liable? The person who shot the thing down, or
The gecko. He'll take care of you.
apparently you haven't seen my insurance rates. I don't know about that. You live in a drone zone. We can't insure your house. You live in a drone zone.
Drone zone. That's gonna be like the new insurance.
That's gonna be the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need drone insurance on your house. What?
Oh, don't get me started.
Insurance people will be on your roof going, "Yep, that's hail." No, wait. No, that's a drone dent.
Drone wreckage.
Different. You're not covered for that.
You got drone wreckage.
Do any of the news stories you've seen? Has anybody seen why they're calling them drones? Are they the quadcopter kind of drones, or is there any specific?
I mean, I've seen them on TikTok. They are pretty big. They are like the quad propeller drones, but they're huge.
Okay.
I don't know if they're fake or not, but they look pretty real to me.
Yeah, I'm looking for see if I have a clear picture. I do not. I do not. But yeah, I tend to believe that this is a branch of the government that the FBI and Homeland Security is probably not aware of.
Men in Black.
Yeah, something to that effect, where they're able to get our cell phone signals or track us somehow, or they're doing something up there in the sky. But that's my guess, is that this is some kind of foreign agency, or not foreign agency, domestic agency that's not accountable to most of these government agencies. As a guess.
Anything
boring
is on
job.
the table. Anything's on the table, I think.
Fly drone around New Jersey. Oh,
Right.
my God.
Exciting suburbs of New Jersey. Here you go.
It's sad because they could be lulling us into a false sense of security, though, too.
Like Chris said at the start of this, like they dangle the shiny object here while they're doing something over on the other side. Who knows? It's all misdirection. I mean, we at this point should be used to stuff like this, and we shouldn't be surprised with some of the things that we've seen in the past like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it should be outlawed, flying drones?
I mean, I would. It depends on how big they are or what they're doing. Like I said, I've seen drones pretty freaking high in the air, and I think you should not be able to fly above a certain level. Like you said, you need an FAA permission to fly drones. I mean, I would say like anything up to like 100 feet wouldn't be too bad, but anything higher than that, then you're looking at, trespassing and all that kind of crap.
This is America. I'm going to fly a helicopter wherever I want. I don't care.
Listen to him.
No, I agree with the size aspect of it, and obviously there should be some regulations about it. But for like the regular consumer flying their drone, I don't know. I love flying a drone. I've got little toy ones. I don't have the money to buy expensive ones that I want to risk losing in the woods somewhere. But I love flying them. I think it's fun. I would hate to see them outlawed because they are a fun, unique way to get people interested in flying devices and get you out of the house a little bit.
I just think it's a scary proposition nowadays. Again, it's how they've been weaponized. And it would be so easy nowadays for, especially if we don't know who's come across the border and everything. Even, it's as wild of a conspiracy theory it is that, there's a mothership off the coast of New Jersey from Iran with the Chinese backing it and technology. As crazy as that is, or aliens or whatever, you have to worry about the nefarious. It takes one bad actor to ruin the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my gut feeling. Any final thoughts on the drone conspiracy, Hayden?
Nah, I guess we're going to wait and see if there's further information, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So,
was your dog abducted by one of these drones?
No. Still here.
Anally probed?
Nope.
Just double checking there. So. I'm glad I got a kick out of that from Ron. That leads us to our second story tonight. Again, from the New York Post. Pornhub reveals top searches for 2024. And would you believe that we are now less complicated? So if I ask you guys, I can't make that story up. I don't know.
We're less complicated. I can only imagine the person compiling this stuff is probably, you are not going to believe the shit that I see on it.
So if I said to you guys, what do you think is the number one search form of porn on Pornhub? You would say
for 2024?
For 2024 only.
Donald Trump.
Not make the list.
Really?
Oh, geez. I don't even know. BBM.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say it.
Look, share alike here, Ron. Come on.
Well, here's a question: what's everybody's favorite category to search on Pornhub?
So for me, it's like stockings, swallowing, stuff like that. What? Look, I'm being honest.
The whole subcategory for that.
I mean, look, some of the stuff I do search, cream pie, that's on there.
Yeah,
it didn't make the top of the list.
The old little Debbie, yeah.
What's a little Debbie? What is it? I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
Go ahead and explain that for me. I don't know.
You said cream pie.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, look, zoom. There's a reason I'm bald, okay? All right. Here we go. Number
Should have
one.
titled the episode that.
Little Debbie. You can go back and change it.
I could.
Number one most popular searched in 2024, according to Pornhub, is hentai.
Okay, really?
Yes. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with hentai, Ron, will you please fill us in on what it is?
Nobody knows what that is. That's
I know what it is, but I need to make sure that because you were like, oh, really? Like, oh, you had an idea. So
when you go into Barnes and Noble, you swing a right.
I need to include you
over
more
by
in
the
this, Ron.
manga
It can't just
section.
be me.
Ooh, man, it's like cosplay, like anime type like sex.
You don't know that from experience, but you're okay. With
Not at all. Not at all.
It's not on the poster. I got you. Yeah. So it's a kinky cartoon category, right? Now that's not something that I particularly enjoy watching, so I don't usually gravitate towards that either. Also topping the list was MILF.
Yeah, that right here. I got you. That's mine.
Yeah, that just doesn't do it for me. If I'm gonna fantasize about a woman, I want her kind of to be like 21,
see, I gotta.
22.
That's a little bit. It's a little bit different for me now. Like, but because I'm like way older than that. So
So the MILFs he knows are younger than him, so it's fine.
yes, exactly. There you go.
Yeah. One of the ones that kind of came up, which rose 72%, was called Trad Wife. Any idea what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
Trad Wife is short for traditional wife,
Oh.
where it's women who are typically submissive and aim to cater to their husband's every whim. Where's this woman at in my life?
Yeah.
You can find her on the street corner.
No, I believe that's called the prostitute, but but another one's called Penne. I had no idea what that is.
Penne, vodka
Yeah.
penne.
No, not Penne. Lesbian was also very popular. Anal, big ass, anime, Japanese. I do like Japanese porn, I gotta admit. Latina, Asian, stepmom, cream pie, threesome, animation was up big time. Big tits, massage, cosplay, Ron, ebony, blowjob, trans, gangbang, BBC, wife, 3D. That's like distracting. What do you think? Like
3D.
What the fuck is this 3D? Are you serious? Like
3D
what? Like wearing virtual reality goggles and shit?
I'm not partaking with that one, nor would I be interested, to be honest with you.
From the creators of Avatar.
A little choking would be okay, I would think. 3D, I don't know. What? It's just the truth,
DVDA on there.
What is what?
DVDA.
What is it?
Double vagina, double anal.
No, that does not make the list. The problem with Pornhub, I think, is sometimes that they're a little too safe.
Yeah.
The reason people, I think, maybe even looking for hentai or cartoon, or because they kind of push the boundary a little bit more in terms of what you can kind of do without having a real person
Yeah.
submitting to their whims. let's face it, the Japanese are probably as kinky as it gets for being as like straight laced as it gets. You know, here in America, it's like, oh, we can't talk about that. But in Japan, it's like, if you can visualize it, they've made porn about it.
Yeah.
Also on there was POV. I'm a big fan of POV. But I got to see their face. What?
VR goggles. Put your VR goggles on.
No, that's Ron. Ron does that with the 3D. I don't do that.
It was Strange Days. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Amateur, BBW, and Teacher were also up on the list.
Teacher.
Yeah.
That's like a classic.
I don't know. Hayden, what's your go-to?
Probably POV. Probably POV.
POV?
Yeah.
I still look at the 80s porn stars and the 90s porn stars like Jenna Hayes. You know, I don't know. I think nowadays it's a lot of OF. I think a lot, if you're not in the porn industry and you're not on OF, why even bother doing it?
Yeah.
You're working for yourself. Some of these girls are making some good money doing it. And you have to have a subscription. I mean, like I said, there's so much free porn out there. I would never subscribe to OF.
Well, that's
the way I feel.
The thing about it. Like you get some sucker who'll just, chime in and do that.
And anybody who's successful on OF, you can pretty much find their content on Reddit any day of the week. So
I gotta start searching Reddit.
Yeah, get on Reddit. Reddit's it's got a lot of information on there for you.
The problem I have with Reddit is it starts with one article and then it goes to something completely different. I'm like, what? Where's the continuity?
It's a very weird structure, but as far as content like that, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find what you're looking for there.
Let me interrupt the Pornhub conversation and just kick in here real quick. We did get 2 comments about the drones on X from user Buko. He says they can't follow from where they originate because they basically disappear at will, and there's talks that they may even be organic.
Really? That's pretty cool.
Well, the birds are robots.
It's interesting that they think that they may be organic. So these things may be living tissue. There's at least kind of credence to what you were saying there, Hayden, about the possibility of Skynet.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think anything's off the table till one of these things comes crashing down. And they have Will Smith there. Welcome to Earth.
Was he gonna give some flatulence? Is that what he's gonna do?
He's gonna fart on it.
Yeah, it's possible. That video, I still can't get my him doing the reverse sit up and just farting right in the trainer's face was just like, and then he's like not even apologizing. He's like laughing at the guy. He's like, yeah, I make millions of dollars and you're stuck here smelling my. I'm surprised you would think that farting would be on here, right? But it's not.
Oh, really?
No, it's not.
Of all those things you read off, that's not on there.
One of the bigger increases, 73% this year, was Hawk Tall.
Oh God!
Right? No, I'm not. That's what it says here. I'm not. Again,
I'm like curious,
this is not
what people are expecting when they put that in the search.
I would hope it would be a little, POV action is what I'm hoping.
I thought that would be covered under blowjobs.
Yeah,
That's different. This is very specific action while performing.
For those of you in the audience who would be interested to know this, gay porn star Dom King was searched more than 468% more by women than men. Yeah. Don't watch any of his stuff, I can tell you that. But
No.
Ron, you want to tell us about Dom King?
Don't know anything about that one. That's all you, Chris.
But no, so Pornhub, that's just my opinion. Probably one of the safer, more regulated porn sites out there. But like I said, I would never subscribe to OF. with the amount of free porn that's out there. I can't. My wallet just won't let me. It's like, yeah, I don't think so. Too cheap.
Unless you got that one kink you just can't find anywhere else.
Reddit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Closing comments about the drone conspiracy, about porn. Black Cat Films, please.
Why is it only New Jersey?
I have a theory. It's because this is the Bermuda Triangle of trash that we currently live in.
I thought that was Staten Island.
It's for the Taylor ham.
It could be.
Could be.
That's
Little
right.
Debbie.
There you go.
Little Debbie, man.
Maybe the drones just like the smell of New Jersey. If they're organic, maybe
It's
they feed
so
off of it.
so fragrant. It is the garden state.
The
Yeah.
great trash heap has spoken. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah,
Well-
I don't know. I mean, like, listen, this day and age, you know, anybody could get basically anything from anywhere on the internet. So, you know, some of that stuff you read off there, are like, I think people's exposure to these things is probably just desensitized to everything at this point, you know. So you like could go to like traditional, what was it called, trad wife, and you know they'll watch that and that's different for them because you've seen like the tentacle stuff and you've done that, been
Well,
there, done that.
I think it's more of a cultural phenomenon now where men have kind of shirked away from most women. Let's face it, they're retreating back into their basements. They don't want to get married so much anymore. Women are taking half their stuff. They're now going abroad to look for wives in third world countries and bring them here because, let's face it, the risk of divorce isn't as much.
Yeah.
Here, you know, you got a woman who's going to tell you what to do, and the minute you get married to them, I'm not speaking from experience, by the way, they run the roost. And they're not letting you be the dominating male in the household, you know, which is the traditional father figure. And it's a shame that here in American society, that's what's kind of going on. This is my opinion. Take it as for what it's worth. So maybe men kind of are fantasizing about, hey, you know, if I went across, you know, to another country, Bora Bora, and hey, I married one of the local girls who's been brought up to respect the man. You know, this is what, you know, I can only tell you, you know, once you get married, wedding cake is the best form of birth control.
Yeah.
Thank you. At least I got somebody to laugh.
There you go.
He's not lying.
It's not an original comment by me either. I stole that from somebody else, but that's two-time divorcee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, there you have it.
So whether it's the drone conspiracy or Pornhub top rankings, just closing thoughts, guys. What do we think?
I'm hoping that 2025 Pornhub searches increase significantly in drone
We're on to something now.
sex or something. I want to see some of that happening.
We're on to
2025, that's the year.
They're
Yeah.
organic.
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 Yeah.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah. Don't miss a chance. Now's the time to make that video and put it on Pornhub. Two drones just out there doing it in your backyard, and you got to watch it.
Get the oil. Oh my
10W30.
God.
Come on.
That's like the Diddy version with the drones. Oh man. Well, I think on that note,
Why is Diddy not one of the more searched for ones? You think that would be like?
I think because he's already probably done it with, you know, enough people against their will.
What do you guys think
I
about
don't
Jay
think
Z?
people want to search that.
What do you think about Jay Z being named? Any possibility of some truth in there?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I think a lot of celebrities get almost brainwashed into thinking that's the norm when you get to a certain level of success, that it does, everything seems possible because they almost never hear a no. Their whole life is yes. So as long as somebody's telling them yes, it's okay, it doesn't really matter who it is. They're like, oh, okay, so I can do this. This is totally fine. And I think they get stuck in that level. I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything about Jay-Z at all regarding that type of stuff, but I think just celebrity in general, I think we've seen a lot of horror stories from various generations of celebrity that this type of stuff is not that new, and it's been going on for quite some time with multiple generations of celebrities. And I think it's just that success level where nobody tells them no, and they just keep going, pushing the limit as far as they absolutely can until somebody does say no, and they pay them off.
Ask me that question in a year.
Ron's going to be that successful next year. Just so you know, he's going to be the one doing it with the drone next year.
I left the party by 9.
Don't count it out.
He's riding the drone to flight
All
of the
these
Valkyries.
celebrities, they all left by 9 o'clock. It was like, oh no, 9 o'clock was like the witching hour. Like, I was gonna turn into a pumpkin if I didn't leave by 9. So it's like they all got the word. It was like 9 o'clock. You gonna beat? No, we gotta leave. 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The minute they say that, I think lie. This is my opinion. They're lying. That's just. Hayden, closing comments.
Interesting news stories, drones and porn. I mean, what more can you ask for? So, with that,
What does every grown man want? Pornhub and drones.
yeah, on a drone, voice activated, Face ID.
How did we even relate these two comments? What were we thinking?
I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly, ketchup and mustard, salt and pepper, drones and porn.
Only in New Jersey.
We're
Well,
built different.
yeah. Yep. Nowhere else New Jersey gets the drones. So great.
Come back for our next news story where we talk about Bigfoot and bulldozers.
Yeah. We're New Jersey. This is gonna be a whole new chapter for that series.
I think you just sit outside of a Wawa parking lot and write that story.
Yeah.
Or Walmart. No lack of content out there.
But that's every Walmart everywhere.
Yeah.
Craziness.
God bless New Jersey.
Aren't you glad you guys stuck around for this?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Hayden, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for the news stories this week. And thank you, Chris and Ronald from Black Ave Films, for sticking around and entertaining us and our news stories. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope to have you guys back again at some point so we can talk more about Swine and Dine after it's released. And, best of luck with the film and the Flickr series. We're real big
Thanks for having us on, guys.
Thank you.
Anytime.
And with that, viewers, thank you for tuning in. We do not come back till after the new year, and we will keep you up to date on our schedule. Christopher and I will be right back with a very brief overview of things to come for 2025. Again, thank you for tuning in. See you next time.